So that was built in St. John's honor 1,000 years after John was on the island in the 11th century. Surrounding that castle is a medieval village which hasn't changed much for the last 200 years. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so some great boat opportunities up there too. Now, Patmos, because of its religious importance, has been called the Jerusalem of the Aegean. It's one of a complex of Greek islands in the southeast of the Aegean called the Dodekanissa, the Dodecanese, which in Greek means 12 islands. Bit of a strange name to give the complex, since it actually consists of about 200 little islands and rocks, of which 21 are inhabited. But 12 are the largest ones. Rhodos, Rhodes, the largest island of the complex. Patmos, the most northern one. It's small, rocky, volcanic. It's 34 square kilometers. That's about 13 square miles. 3,200 people live here all year round. They live in 3 villages: Skala, Chora, and Kambos. Common names for villages of Greek islands. Skala is the harbour, which we're about to leave. This is where most of the commercial activities take place, where the bank is, the post office. And that's why I say the bank, the post office, we only have one of each. Kambos is the rural area on the northern part of the island, and we'll be seeing Chora, that's our principal town, where our town hall is, and that is the village which surrounds the castle. As we turn now, we'll be able to see the village of Chora up there on the left. Due to the history and the natural beauty, Patmos has developed into a leading tourist spot in Greece. That's why it's not a big surprise that the main occupation for most of the inhabitants has something to do with tourism. Patmos' history begins early in time. We've had inhabitants here from the 1600s BC. From inscriptions that survive, we learn about the mythology of the island. According to a myth, the island owes its existence to the goddess of hunting and the moon, Artemis, also known in Roman times as Diana. According to the myth, the island was submerged in the sea, but Artemis could see it whenever she visited her beautiful temple in Ephesus, in Asia Minor, when Selene, the moon, would light the waters. She fell in love with the island and asked her father, Zeus, if he could help bring it up to the surface. He did this for his little girl. The sun warmed it up, and Artemis brought the first inhabitants here, from a mountain in Asia Minor called Latmos. Some say the word Patmos, just a paraphrase of the word Latmos. In antiquity, Patmos was quite a flourishing place, with temples dedicated to Artemis, her brother Apollo. There was a horse track down in the port. Some historians say there were more people living here then than there are now. But in the 2nd century BC, the island came under the Roman occupation, slowly becoming a land of exile. It's in the 1st century AD that St. John is exiled here. We'll talk more about St. John in just a moment, as we're just arriving at the monastery of the Apocalypse. Apocalypse is the Greek word for revelation. Literally means to unveil, to reveal. And it's the word with which the book of Revelation begins. Apocalypse.